You may not even think to link these symptoms to burnout, but they're connected. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Yasmin and I'm Nadia. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button below and the bell so you're notified every time we upload a new video on how to transform your life from stressed and unfulfilled to joyful and balanced. So if you don't already know, Yasmin and I went through many years of burnout when we were studying for our law degree, climbing the corporate ladder, buying and renovating our houses, and throughout those years we learned the obvious and not so obvious signs of burnout. And today we're going to be sharing with you the ones that aren't so common and aren't so obvious. The first symptom is that you're constantly on edge, hyper alert and fear everything. If all of a sudden your mind is dominated by fear, you feel hyper alert to potential dangers and your nervous system is easily triggered into fight or flight response, this can be a sign of burnout. Burnout and stress activates your sympathetic nervous system. This causes all sorts of reactions, including a sudden burst of energy to respond to threats and danger. The trouble is, if you stay in this stressed state, which when burnt out you often do, you'll have an overactive or dominant sympathetic nervous system, which makes you feel jumpy and on edge all the time, unable to relax, and instead focus on potential threats and dangers and predict negative outcomes all the time. So if you've noticed yourself jumping at every noise and predicting terrible future events, the likelihood is that you're in fight or flight response and experiencing burnout. The second sign is that you are neglecting the meaningful relationships in your life. One sign you may be burnt out is if you notice that you've been neglecting your meaningful relationships and they're deteriorating. Maybe you feel disconnected from your loved ones, or you noticed increased arguing. You may feel emotionally numb and unable to even have the capacity to fully care and better those relationships. Sometimes you may not have even noticed, but your loved ones are telling you that they feel neglected or disconnected. When we are burnt out, we have very low energy for ourselves and for others. So our relationships are one of the first things that start to suffer. So if you're wondering whether you're burnt out, assess the main relationships you have and the time and attention you've been giving them and see whether they've been deteriorating and your time and effort towards them has been deteriorating. If it has, it's a big sign that you may be burnt out. The third symptom is that you generally feel unwell and develop health anxiety. When you're burnt out, you can find yourself excessively worrying about your health and noticing and checking your body for signs and symptoms of an illness or a serious health condition. This is because stress and burnout can result in all sorts of physical symptoms that you may never have experienced before. Consistent stress and burnout prevents your system from running optimally, and the consistent levels of high stress hormone running through your system can cause a lot of biological changes that feeds into the stress, anxiety and worry about your health and well-being. The fourth sign is that you have been experiencing digestive issues. If you are burnt out, you are familiar with those consistent feelings of stress. And when you experience stress, for example, maybe you're upset with a family member or a friend, or you've got excessive deadlines at work, your body has a physical stress response. The body goes into its fight or flight response and releases chemicals such as cortisol, which increases your blood pressure and your heart rate. Your heart beats faster, your muscles tense, and your senses become heightened. And because your body is having to use a lot of energy to deal with all of this, it deprioritizes other functions such as your digestive system and your immune system. So as stress suppresses the immune system and the digestive system and changes the gut bacteria, it's clear to see why people with burnout and prolonged stress experience gut issues, gut pain and skin disorders. So one of the things that we personally experienced when we had prolonged stress and burnout was eczema and skin rashes, which were caused by our deteriorated gut health. And another thing was actually cold hands and feet, because when you're very stressed or your body is responding to an emergency situation, it pulls all the blood from your extremities and into your major organs to protect them. This results in the cold hands and feet because it's being pulled away from them to your core. There has also been a lot of research done on those who have experienced chronic stress and trauma and the fact that they have an increased risk of developing gut issues. So if you are someone who, like us, has experienced a lot of childhood trauma or just general trauma in your life, then it's really important that you take care of your gut health and also release the emotions and trauma to rewire your system and your beliefs. This is why we talk a lot about meditation and shadow work, because this is a really important process to help you release those emotions emotions, and we have a free masterclass which will link down below that will take you through the process of shadow work if you want to dive into this a little bit deeper. The fifth symptom is that you hold your breath and don't breathe properly. Do you catch yourself every now and then unconsciously holding your breath or taking a pause at the end of an inhalation? Or have you noticed that you're constantly breathing from your chest rather than your stomach? Both of these can indicate stress, anxiety, or burnout. Holding your breath without realizing it is usually a response to stress, a threat, anticipation of something negative, or trying to gain some sort of control, which are all common symptoms of burnout. So is shallow upper chest breathing. When we're stressed, we breathe from our chest, but when we're relaxed, we breathe from our stomach. So pay attention to your breathing. So we just wanted to pop in here to let you know that we're currently interviewing people who have been through, are going through burnout for an upcoming project. So if you're happy to share your experience with us, click on the link below to book a quick chat with us. The sixth sign is you experience increasing aches and pains. Part of the stress response previously explained involves the release of cortisol and the muscles of the body tensing up. The stress can build up a lot of tension in the body. One quick Google search will reveal the strong link between stress and burnout and pain in the muscles. So if you've been noticing unexplained increasing pains in your shoulders, neck, back, and even your jaw from clenching your jaw, this could be a very big sign that you're burnt out. The final symptom is that you wish for a mild illness or injury. Sometimes you may catch yourself secretly wishing for a very mild illness so you can have some relief from your responsibilities and take some time off. When you're burnt out, it can feel impossible to stop or rest, so you may wish for a small illness so you're forced to rest without feeling bad or guilty. That's it for today, guys. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe and comment. And until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.